Hey, come on in. Welcome to the Webb Sun Cities Museum. You are standing in the very first home ever built in Sun City. It was the first of 5 model homes that were opened on January 1st, 1960. So you're kind of in a time capsule. We call it the Wayback Machine, but we're here and you're going to see a lot of great, interesting things, not only about the history of Sun City and Sun City West, but you're going to find a lot of really funky artifacts. For instance, this is one of the things in our living room here as you walk into the museum that grabs a lot of attention, especially from the younger folks. You're going to learn a whole lot of great things today at the museum. A little bit of history here. We have some vinyl records, and again, if you're under the age of 30, you probably don't know what those are. But so yeah, we have the Kingston Trio, big performers in the 60s, and of course, no one was bigger than Elvis. We've got our Elvis albums, and if you're, if you did move here and you were retired in 1960, no one was bigger than Mitch Miller. So if you were here in this house, standing right here in January 1st, 1960, when Sun City first opened, this is what you would have seen in the community. This is what was here on January 1st. We had 5 model homes. We're in the first one. There was a recreation center for people right next door, so people could see that. There was a golf course, a gas station, a shopping center, a grocery store, a restaurant, and a hotel. And that's what was here on January 1st, 1960. And we've tried to do the best we can for most of the rooms in this house to make it look like it would have looked in January 1960. You know, another interesting tidbit about the museum are some of the old historical artifacts we have, including this little thing here. And again, when younger people come into the museum, school field trips, they're always drawn to this because they've never seen a phone that had a rotary dial and was hooked to the wall. And we're at home and it's 5 o'clock happy hour, and of course we're retired. We're going to go ahead and have ourselves a little drink, and we're going to use what's available on this bar card. Well, if you're ready, we'll move on to one of the other rooms and show you what else is available here in the museum. Welcome to our Webb room. It's where we showcase the history of the man whose company built Sun City and Sun City West. We showcase his early years where he wanted to be a Major League Baseball player, the growth of his construction company in Phoenix and throughout the country, his work with the U.S. military, of course his career as the owner of the New York Yankees for 20 years, in which they won 10 World Series during that time. He owned several casinos in Las Vegas. He built a lot of the early casinos in Las Vegas. And we also showcase a lot of the major buildings, construction projects that his company undertook in the 20th century. We also have one of the largest collections of his personal mementos, including his diaries. Webb was a meticulous note taker, and we have a collection of many of his personal diaries. So if you were an employee of the Webb company, you were given this leather briefcase. If you were probably one of the important people in the Webb, this one down here is actually Dell's personal briefcase. But the story behind this briefcase is he made sure that every briefcase he handed out to his employees looked like this one. He loved it so much that he actually bought the company that created these and manufactured these. This is our museum's little movie theater. We call it the Sundome Junior Theater, named after the Sundome Center for Performing Arts, which was in Sun City West for about 20-30 years. It was an extremely large indoor theater. It seated 7,000 people at the time. It was believed to be the largest single-level theater in all the southwestern United States. It's since been torn down, and what's left of the theater is right here. We have 6 of the original seats from the Sundome Center for Performing Arts. And we invite you when you come to our museum to come to our movie theater to see several different films, including an interview with Don Tufts, who was the original manager of the Sundome Center, and he has a lot of great stories of all the wonderful performers who appeared at the Sundome. And welcome to my grandmother's bathroom in its original pink color. This is pretty much what all the bathrooms looked like in the original homes throughout the 1960s here in Sun City, although they didn't come with the nylons and the pink toilet paper. I wonder what's for dinner. Let's go check out the kitchen. So welcome to our 1960s era kitchen. This is what most of the kitchens would have looked like in a Sun City home in the early 1960s. This is, again, original pink, which is what the color of the house was and remains. We have a pink stove, which is non-functioning, and we have our refrigerator, 1960s era, which is functioning. And in fact, our team has to manually defrost the freezer every once in a while. So this is what your kitchen would look like, minus the cookie lady. The Del Webb Sun Cities Museum is home to thousands and thousands of great historic photos of Sun City through the years. You'll see them on our exhibits, on the walls. We also have a complete collection of the model homes of all the homes in Sun City and Sun City West. In addition, we just recently introduced a research center where someone could come into our museum, if they prefer, and sit down at a computer and see thousands and thousands of other historic photos that we have archived and online. In addition, you can come into our museum and see small collections of items that we don't have on display here, but we can bring them out to you and you can take a look at them. Several years ago, the Del Webb Sun Cities Museum received support from the Del Webb Foundation to help us expand our building. And today, the Del Webb Gallery is home to exhibits on healthcare and how it's grown over the years in the Sun Cities. We have a story on Marinette. Marinette is the town that existed right here before Sun City was created. We also have lots of exhibits on Sun City West and its history, and also on the clubs and organizations that have really made the Sun Cities what they are today. What a lot of people don't know is that Sun City was actually home to a professional baseball stadium for many years. For 10 years, the Milwaukee Brewers trained each spring right here in the Sun City, the Cactus League. The great home run hitter Hank Aaron played his final spring training season right here in Sun City as a member of the Milwaukee Brewers. Sun City Stadium was also home to the Sun City Saints, a professional women's softball team. And in 1979, the Saints were the United States national champions women's professional softball team. The museum is also home to a lot of interesting historical artifacts. An old sewing machine, a 1960s fitness machine, and a lot of things that younger visitors are amazed to see when they walk into our museum. Remember a transistor radio? The Cootie game? And when our youngest visitors come in, they are really enamored with the latest technology, a Viewmaster. Even though the museum is in the first model home built in Sun City, and we're in Sun City, we also celebrate the history of Sun City West. The community has grown over the years. Sun City West, there's a Sun City in Surprise, and we celebrate all of it. All right, before you leave the museum, we really want you to stop by our little gift store. We have books, hats, shirts, just to let you know that our museum is entirely run by volunteers. Our docents, our board, all of our funding comes from admission fees, membership fees, and fees from the stuff we sell here at the museum. So we'd love to have you come to our museum. We'd love to have you support us. And I can't wait to see you here at the Del Webb Sun Cities Museum.